Hey lovelies, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about breaking down the cost of living in the UAE, in Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, Ras Al Khaimah, Abu Dhabi. I'm just going to be comparing Dubai with other cities today. This is a video that everybody has been asking me about. Okay, a few people have been asking me to do, so today we're actually going to do it. Okay, so yeah, this video is for those that are in Zimbabwe, that are considering or just are curious about the cost of living in Dubai, or you just want to move here and you just want to know the cost of living here. Okay, First thing I want to say is that it differs with people. Like, wherever you go, you need to understand that the type of living that you're going to do is going to be different from the one that I'm going to speak about right here. And Dubai is a land of those who are dreaming. You never know where you might end up. And yeah, let's get into it. Rent and accommodation. I started working here, I had a company accommodation, and let me just tell you what I found out when I was looking for an apartment. Yeah Let me tell you what I found out, or one of the things that my sister actually told me when she was looking for this apartment and all the other apartments that she looked for when she was living here. She's lived here longer. I've lived in the UAE for 2 years, but next year it'll be my third year. Oh my gosh, 3 years. Anyways, never mind. So we're going to be talking about Dubai, highest rent, and all of that. So in Dubai, the rent is quite pricey, guys. This is how they price you. Location, is there a metro there? Where is this place? And all of that. They always, the cost of living here is quite pricey. So I need you to understand that there are villas, there are apartments, and there are partitions and bed spaces. So we're going to talk about all of them, right? So a one bedroom studio, I'm going to be talking about here, but I don't know the rent here because I don't pay rent. But from the things that I've researched and actually found out, remember, location matters. If you want to go to downtown Dubai, you want to stay in Marina, you want to stay anywhere, you know, fancy and expensive, just know you're going to pay 6,000 dirhams for a studio. Yeah, you're going to pay 6,000 dirhams for a studio, and that's around, I don't know how many dollars, but I'm going to write everything in dollars here when I'm editing. You're going to pay 6,000 dirhams or less. It depends with location. You can also get a one bedroom apartment for 6,000 dirhams per month. Like what I'm saying, it depends where you are living, right? You can get a studio for 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2.5, depending on where you live. Okay, so Dubai is just a city where people come. There's the UAE, but I think in Sharjah a studio is less expensive. Even a one bedroom apartment, I think you can find a one bedroom apartment for 3,000, if not 2,800 in Sharjah, you know, and you can find a studio around that, you know, amount. It all depends with you, right? If you want a two bedroom house, that's when you pay like 4,000 or 5,000 dirhams. Like I said, it depends where you live in Dubai. Okay, if you live in a place where people, obviously where rich people live, you are going to cry with the rents. But if you live where normal people live, I think this is not pricey. 4,000.
Just to clarify, the price that I'm actually talking about, especially about the studio, and these are other places, but where we live, you can actually get a studio or a one bedroom apartment for 4,000 dirhams, and the other one, the studio, I don't know how much exactly is it. It could be lesser. Okay, so yeah, just to clear that up, because you can find a studio that's cheaper and a one bedroom apartment that's like more than the studio apartment. Yeah, I just need to clarify that. Yeah, because someone will say, how come it's 6,000 dirhams, but you can find one for 6,000 dirhams, and you can also find one that is 4,000 or 3,000 US dirhams, and it all depends on is it fully furnished or not, and it also depends where you live. Like everything has factors. Especially, I should specify that the 6,001 could actually mean that maybe that house is already fully furnished, it has everything. All you have to do is to go in there and just sleep. You don't have to pay for anything because already there is furniture. So usually those type of studio apartments, they are literally usually quite pricey. But if you find a studio apartment without all of that, it will be probably around 3,000 4,000 dirhams. Yeah, if you go to the heart of Dubai. But then I think in Sharjah it's less than that. I don't know exactly how much. Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm estimating, and I'm also using prices of where I've heard. So we don't know exactly where you're gonna end up, but this is an estimation. Yeah.
Let's do your research on that. I don't really know the places in, like, if I knew, I would tell you. I can break down how much rent is in every city in Dubai, but Dubai's rents are quite pricey, but it goes with where you stay, guys. If you stay in a place where rich people stay or where, you know, tourist people come, I'm sorry, you're gonna cry because of rent. Yeah. So yeah, some people who live in Dubai live in Abu Dhabi. They find nice houses, like villas, costing the same amount as an apartment here in Dubai. So they would rather live in a villa and drive here. But let me just tell you something, traffic will catch up with you. The traffic from wherever you are coming from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Even Ajman to Dubai, Sharjah to Dubai, Dubai to Sharjah. Oh, especially Dubai to Sharjah, you will cry. The traffic there is not it, guys. It's not it. So I have to say that when it comes to living in Dubai, please, if you know that you're a baddie on a budget of Zimbabwe and you want to come and live in Dubai, don't have an expectation of wanting to live in luxurious places. Like any other city in the world, Dubai has places where you can afford and places where you can't afford. So you can't cry and say, oh, I'm getting an apartment for 10,000 dirhams. No, you're in the wrong place. Go where you know that there's an apartment that costs you 3,000, 2,000 dirhams, you know. Yeah, and you also need to keep in mind, Dubai is a what? Tourist city. Huh? So all in all I can say is rent can be cheap or less expensive for you. You know, it depends on where you work. Sometimes people work in places where they give them accommodation, and I'm gonna say this, their accommodation is always nice. Always. So now we finished the rent and all of that. Yeah, the rent is, it all depends, guys. When it comes to rent, it all depends on you and how much you're willing to pay. If you're a normal person that works maybe in a restaurant, most people who work in restaurants, they have accommodation. Some don't. Like I'm saying, some don't, some do. People will work in hotels, they have accommodations. Teachers, all of those people, they have accommodation. Most jobs do actually give you accommodation, but some don't. You know, those that don't, some people end up just going to bed space or they go to partition, depending on how much money you can spend on rent. It's all up to you. Transport, I think transport in Dubai is less costly. Not taxi, guys. Taxi is okay, taxi is not costly actually if we convert the money to dollars. So here it's either you're using metro, a bus, or taxi. Metro is very less expensive. Metro is less expensive, guys. It's just you taking your metro card and you go pay. I'm gonna put how much 3 dirham is in dollars, and you go pay for that, for your ride to go wherever you want to go. I think metro is less expensive for a person that goes to work on a daily. Metro is good, but one thing I can only say is that metro can be crowded a little bit. Okay, not a little bit, there's certain times when metro is quite crowded because everybody just wants to use it, and peak hour and all of that. So yeah. And then buses are also good, less expensive too. It gets you from point A to point B. You pay the same amount, you don't pay crazy amounts of money. I think 3 dirhams to go from point A to B, wherever you want to go. It takes you, depends which bus you go to though. Taxis here in Dubai, you pay 11 dirhams if it's a short distance. I remember for me, when I want to go get my hair done, I think the ride is like 15 minutes. I pay roughly around 20 dirhams. I'm forgetting how much that is. I'm gonna write down how much the money is. So taxi is less expensive, but like I said, if you're working, sometimes it can be a lot of money for you, even for metro. But I think that the transport system in the UAE is really good and it's cheap. It all depends on you. I don't know how much taxi and bus fare and other what is in other Emirati cities, but one thing I can tell you is that they don't have a metro station. So in Abu Dhabi, they are currently building their own railway and train, so very soon there'll be a train to go to Abu Dhabi. I can't wait for that, guys. Ras Al Khaimah, you take a bus. Fujairah, you take a bus there. It's long, but when you get to that place, I don't think that they have metro, and I don't think that they have buses that are available like here in Dubai. Here in Dubai, you can get a bus after every like 30 minutes, yeah, like after 30 minutes or 1 hour. So yeah. So people have cars here, guys. Like everybody has a car. That's why there's a lot of what is it called, a lot of traffic mostly. And I want to add this one thing, right? I want to add this one thing. Cars are cheap here. If you're from Zimbabwe, if you're working a good job, cars are less expensive for you. It's like a toy. They're not expensive here, guys. If you come here, you understand that cars are not expensive here. So anybody can afford a car. Anybody can drive a BMW, a Benz, a GL, a Nissan Patrol. You can drive it. Maria Kochete. And fuel is less expensive here, guys. I don't know on other Emirati cities, but fuel is less expensive. I'm sure it's also less expensive. I remember my brother-in-law telling me how much it is, but I'm going to research and then I'm going to put the prices down here. I don't know how much Salik is though. Salik is like a toll gate, I guess. I don't know how much it is. I would lie if I tell you guys how much is it. So now we're going to food and groceries. Groceries are almost the same across UAE, right? Honestly, I feel like with groceries, they are the same but different prices. And it depends on organic or not organic. Here, here, seafood is less expensive because there's a lot of seas. They fish a lot. But then when it comes to meat like chicken and beef, it's really expensive because it's in the desert and it takes a lot for them to like take care of animals like that, because it's either they are importing the meat or they are making their own meat, which we know that it's gonna cost a little bit too much to make that meat. But usually they import all of their meat, especially, and not all of it, because here they already have their own meat that they eat. I'm forgetting this meat that I actually like from them. What is it? What is this? I'm forgetting the meat. It's really nice. Even their seafood is really nice, guys. But when it comes to chicken and beef and sausage, everything is imported, unless they there's also chicken and beef that is from the UAE. Yes, there is chicken and beef from the UAE. Like I said, it can be costly because here it's a desert, and bringing up all of those animals, it's like a lot of money. I don't know, I'm not the one that breeds the animals, but I'm just assuming. So when it comes to chicken, I prefer the one in Zim. The one here, you need to go to the meat market. That's when you will really get the authentic Emirati chicken that doesn't taste like chicken. Okay, and beef, you get the best beef there at the meat place. And I think also in Carrefour, there's Carrefour, there is Waitrose, there is, I'm forgetting this other supermarket that people go to. There you'll find nice fresh produce that is not GMO. But if, like I said, everything that is healthy, it's costly, guys. In Zimbabwe, we're used to buying chicken for $7. Here it's not $7. And it's hard to find a whole chicken for $7. Remember how in Zimbabwe you can go with $1 or $2 and you can find the meat that you want? Yeah, it's different. I'm not saying the meat is costly, but I'm saying that it's different from Zim. The things that we take for granted, like fruits, here fruits are very costly. I can go buy bananas for $10 for 10, you know, bananas. I can buy apples for like $1 for 4. Yeah, $1 for 4. Here you can't. I think the day we bought apples, we bought 4 apples for like 30 dirhams, and that's more than $1. So everything that you take for granted, please don't. But there are other, like what I keep on saying, there are things that are not expensive here, things that are made here. Chef's Kiss, they make the best chocolate here. They have the best rice. I mean, they have the best chocolates. They have the best seafood. When it comes to seafood, and by seafood I'm just mean meat, the seafood meat, it's Chef's Kiss, and it's not expensive here, guys. So if you want your prawns, your salmon, and you just want to eat, yeah, I trust them when it comes to that. Chef's Kiss. Eating out, yeah, eating out is less expensive in Dubai. Even in other Emirati cities, it's less expensive, but in Zimbabwe it's costly. Going out in Zimbabwe, it's costly, guys. It's so expensive. It's like, oh my days, why is Zimbabwe so expensive? How are you guys going out every single day? Please tell me. Here it's less expensive. I can go to a restaurant and you guys, you think, oh my gosh, you spend a lot of money. You remember the restaurant that I go to in, what is it called? Cheesecake Factory. Do you know how much you spend? We spend $100 on food for 4 people, and it's filling. And I remember there's this fish place that my sister likes. Do you know how much we spend there? $100 for all that food. So Zim is costly, guys, when it comes to that. But when it comes to organic meat and fruits, even rent in Zimbabwe, it's less expensive. I feel like when you come from Zimbabwe and you come here, it will take a bit of adjusting, especially on the rent part, because if you convert the money, you will die. Okay. And then utilities, I don't know how much they pay for electricity. I don't pay for electricity. I've never paid for electricity. But gas, guys, gas here, less expensive. It's less expensive here. In Zimbabwe, it's very, very costly. Gas is costly in Zimbabwe. Here it's less expensive. I just don't know how much is it, but I remember my sister telling me that, oh, it doesn't cost that much because they pay monthly. Imagine paying $10 for gas for a month. $10, 20, 30 a month. Usually it's 10. Yeah, 30 dirhams or 40. They usually pay 40 or 30 dirhams. Yeah. And then internet is expensive. Okay, to be quite honest, Zimbabwe and the internet here, it's the same thing. The Wi-Fi is quite pricey. I think it's 100 and something. It's 100 dirhams or 300. But you can find bundles that's the only thing I like though. They do have bundles that you can put in your phone that renew. They give you like 50 gigabytes, 30 gigabytes for 30 days. Yeah, so it renews itself. It renews every day, 1 gigabyte. You just don't go on the internet only. But I feel like the internet cost is the same. Obviously it's the same around all the Emirati cities, but in Zimbabwe and here I feel like the internet cost same. Lifestyle and entertainment. Let me tell you something. If you're someone that wants to save, don't do lifestyle anything in Dubai. You'll be broke without anything. You know, going to the mall to buy things, yes, it's good, but it's tempting. You'll end up just finishing your money. It's easy to go to malls. There are events that are cheap here. Sometimes you can even find a free event. Here they have every Tuesday. Okay, I don't know how. Yeah, every Tuesday there's a girls' night. It means that they give you a platter for free. Well, not every Tuesday, or not every Tuesday, and not every restaurant, but there are a lot of places where women get for free. So if you're a woman, A+ for you. You can go out, you can eat, and you can drink your cocktails, girl. And you can drink your cocktails, you know, I mean mocktails and cocktails, okay? And you can just, you know, be living life. And going on a yacht. I think going on a yacht is actually less expensive also. So around Dubai, there are places where women can go for free. But if you're a man, and nothing for free for you. But the events, sometimes they are less expensive. You just make sure that you don't go to every event. You become broke. Like right now, there's a lot of events going on in Dubai, and they are less expensive, guys. Yeah, you should save. If you live in Dubai, learn to save. There's a lot of things that go on. Movies are less expensive. I think they're the same like the ones in Zim. I've never been at the movies in other Emirati places, but in Dubai obviously I have. Okay, so Dubai is great for opportunities and lifestyle, but it's expensive. Sharjah and Ajman are better for saving. Abu Dhabi is balanced. Abu Dhabi is actually balanced, not too expensive, and not too cheap. And not too cheap. So basically what I'm gonna say is that Dubai is for the people with guap. Because if you want to live a life that is here, your money go speak for you. But Sharjah and Ajman are better for saving. Like if you want an apartment in Sharjah, you will get it for less than what you get here in Dubai. You know, it's good for saving, and you get your money's worth. You can get a villa at the cost of 4,000 dirhams. You know, yeah, I don't know about the food, how much people pay for food there, though. I'm sure it's the same amount, guys. It's the same place. And then Ras Al Khaimah, Queen, and Fujairah, they are like those places in Zimbabwe, those places that people don't really know, like Masvingo, but people know Masvingo. Let's think of Gweru. People don't really know Gweru like that. You know, Gweru is less expensive. Kadoma and all of those places that people don't really mention. That's how Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, and Queen are like. They're less expensive, and they're places where you can live, and the rent is less. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please ask me down below. I will make a video and everything. I think I'm also gonna make a video about jobs, on how to get a job and how not to get scammed in Dubai when getting a job. But I will see what you guys say about the feedback here on this video. So the cost of living in general, you guys saw, Dubai is expensive. It's expensive, guys, especially for us as a family of 4. I don't know how much we really spend, but we spend roughly around 1,500 on food, not dollars, dirhams. Yeah, and then plus going out, we go out too, so we spend more than like 2,000 dirhams, you know, per month on just living. So if that's not a sign of, you know, it being a lot of money for you, then yeah. So you pick which city would you live in: Sharjah, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, you know, Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is in between, guys. I would love to live in Abu Dhabi. It's so quiet. But anyways, thank you for watching my video, and please do like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for watching.